So we are going to write our own exception. How you can write that exception, we will see now. So to write that such kind of thing, what you need to do, you have to create the class. Let's do, I'm creating the class. It's just height exception. See that naming convention, whatever the name we are going to give it, so that naming convention is what is the functionality you are going to use, and append with the exception. So that is kind of naming convention you need to use. Then the class get created. So here this class is like a general normal class, whatever class you are going to write it. So in this arithmetic exception, just have a look on this arithmetic exception. See the name arithmetic and add with exception. So while seeing itself, you will come to know what is the class it is. Is this exception class or normal class? So while seeing itself, you will identify. Height is one of the functionality you are going to do with the exception. This is the exception class. So now this exception, when it is going to rise. So usually compilation time already this will get identified. So our intention is it's going to be rise during runtime level. So what you need to do, you should extends with the runtime exception. So now your class will be having exception behavior. So whatever the class you are going to write it, your class will get exception behavior. So how it will get exception behavior? Runtime exception, when you extend, then your class will get that ability. So I will remove this one after some time, and we will see that how it's going to be displayed. So for time being, just put it this one extends runtime exception. Now you have to list it out all the constructors. So whatever the possible constructors it is giving, so that constructors you can write it. Usually when you are going to write the constructor, you should use public. Public, when you use, it will be accessible across the project. So this is default constructor. There is now. So how to use this customized exception? So let me do one thing. Let's create another class. Okay, so here another class is, let's close all of them. Let's create one more class. So here is just a height calculation class. So this is my class here. So inside public static void main. So now I'm going to add the condition if. So before that I need to be initialize some values. So if I want to use this one into static block, I should declare it as a static height, it's greater than 100. Just print the message. It's not out.println. Pass the test. Else you are just throwing the exception. So how you are going to throw the exception now? So whatever the exception you have written, height related, so you are going to be throw that. So how you can throw? Now we are going to use either throw or throws. See here, throw or throws. This is the one we are going to use. So it can do in different ways. Like you can use throw or throws. What is the difference between throw and throws? So throws means you are not going to handle that exception. It's simply handing over to the whoever is the caller. So in this scenario, whatever the logic you are going to write it, let's separate it into the separate method. Okay, so for better understanding, what I'm doing, I'm just writing another method, public string height calculation. So this is the method we are going to use it. So in this method, let's return message. I need to be declare this message here. So now no compilation error. So whatever the now we are seeing throw and throws. So in this throws, what I'm going to do now here, if is there any exception raised, you can throws whatever the exception it is coming. That's a height exception. So that means internally, when the exception is coming, you are simply throws means it is handing over to the caller. So in this case my caller is main method, height new height calculation, right? Not the exception, height calculation class, height calculation new height calculation of dot this method. Here I am passing height is the value. So I should print this one, right? Because I'm giving back the message system.out.println like this. So in this method, whatever height calculation method, if we use this throws, whoever is calling this method, in this scenario main method is the caller. So the caller is the responsible to handle this exception. Usually these kind of things will come during compile time itself. Okay, so compile time, usually the people will write this way, throws and exception. Runtime also you can write it, but the main intention of throws is you are not handling that exception. So this method is supposed to be handled, but it is not handling in this method. Simply it's handing over to the caller. So whoever is calling this one, they are the responsible to print this message. Okay, not sorry, not print, it's they should handle that exception. So that is the main intention of throws. So throws is mainly for if is there any exception raised, if you are not handling that exception, you are handing over to the caller. So that caller is responsible to handle whatever the throw is giving by the another method. Okay, so they should handle it. That is the main intention of throws. Another one is there, throw is nothing but this is also similarly be same, throw with object. So usually throws is caller is going to deal, right? So now you are going to add it, throw new height of with some message, failed the test, some message you're just giving back. So in this case you are just throwing the exception with the object and message. So in this scenario you are handing over to the JVM. So JVM, I'm giving my own exception. Okay, so you have to be print this one on the console. Likewise you are telling to the JVM here. So now this scenario is not required when you are going to use this both. Either one you can use. So this throw, when you are going to run it, it's with your customized, your own custom exception. Now, if you run it, it should give this message. I'm going to run it. So let's see the output. See here, this is giving the output as so and so height exception. It's your message is failed the test. Usually, when we are running the previous example, that is giving by zero. So how that by zero is coming? Similarly, this is the way. So exception object you created, then you are displaying that. So this is what it is giving the message. Because of this reason, it is giving some meaningful information. Or instead of failed, you can just put it as your height is lesser than 100 centimeters. Let's put it that. So this lesser than 100 centimeters, that is the reason this test get failed. Test failed. Just some message you are giving. So now if you run it, it will be more meaningful. So your height is lesser than 100 centimeters. So test failed. And who is giving this message? It's giving from this class height calculator class with the height calculator method, line number 15. So line number 15 is giving the error.